Often in life, a straight line from A to B is the most efficient and desirable route. But when it comes to fashion, this is not necessarily true. At least not when it comes to the life of a piece of clothing. Let's say that A is a crisp new white shirt, and B is the landfill where it will eventually end up. Then it's better if the shirt's way there is as long and winding as possible. Or even better, that A doesn't lead to B at all, but ends up circling back to A again. Right now, up to $500 billion of value is lost every year because used clothes are not recycled, resold, or repurposed properly. Instead, large amounts of new resources are used to produce clothes that are often only used for a short period of time before they're turned into garbage and lost forever. This repeated movement of our planet's resources from A to B pollutes and degrades our natural environment and its ecosystems. So how do we introduce a larger degree of circularity in the fashion industry? As it is now in the current linear economy, fashion is not only harming the environment, but profit is also spilling from the gaps in the life cycle of a piece of clothing. The best possible solution would be to close the loop entirely by eliminating the need for virgin fibers and circulate fashion products back into the loop as raw materials for new products. Actually, research shows that shifting to a circular economy could unlock $4.5 trillion in global economic growth, a number that makes your head spin. We're not quite there yet, but important strides are being taken to empower consumers and enable them to dispose of their used clothes in a more sustainable fashion. Global materials science company Avery Dennison has come up with a clever concept that is referred to as a reverse care label. Using a smartphone, consumers can scan the reverse care label on a piece of clothing and immediately identify the easiest and best way to resell, reuse, or responsibly dispose of the garment. This ensures that the valuable textile resources in their garments are reused and sent back to the beginning of the supply chain. Most consumers are already familiar with the small label inside our clothes that helps us wash at the right temperature or stops us from washing clothes that shouldn't be washed at all. So by adding an extra interactive piece of information to this well-known place, Avery Dennison enables the industry to make recycling information accessible at that crucial moment, when we're ready to say goodbye to our no longer so crisp or white shirt. The circle is closed, and our beloved shirt can return as a new shirt, ready for another life cycle.